Hey, buddy, my name is John Fisher. Welcome to salesleads.tv. Lead lists. What the hell is a lead list? So, we're doing something different this time around. And, I'm constantly putting more content into my websites, looking for the Google gods to favor my websites and give us good rankings. There's always something going. You got to Panda updates and Penguin updates and the Joker updates. I mean, it's not easy. And I'll tell you what, going with SEO firms is even worse. And my God, pay-per-click, not me. I would not do pay-per-click. What a ripoff, in my opinion, that is. But let's talk about lead list. So, I read up that Google doesn't like using artificial intelligence as a sole source of information. But you know what? A guy like me, who's been in the business for 32 years, I would imagine I have some type of intelligence when it comes to something as simple as lead lists. But out of curiosity and in the spirit of being fair, we're going to look at both sides. We're going to see what AI has to say about it, and then I'm going to go ahead and critique it. If I agree, I'll tell you I agree, and if I don't agree, I'm going to tell you I disagree. That'll make it more personal, and that will give you two different views. One hands-on guy that's been doing it for 32 years, A+ rating with the BBB. I'm a straight guy. I've been cleaning soap for 38 and a half years. I'm definitely a straight guy. And you know what? One of the things I've learned is integrity. And I'm a smart businessman. The reason I'm so good at my customer service and keep my people happy is not because I'm a nice guy, because I want another check from you. Because if you keep making money with my leads, you're going to keep sending me money. Win-win. That's the only way we play. Got it? Good. We're on the same page. So here we go. Lead lists are collections of contact information for individuals or businesses that are potential customers or clients. These lists can include a wide range of information such as names, email, addresses, phone numbers, and other demographic data. So let me stop. We sell no demographic data. Our stuff is strictly name, address, and phone number, either accredited investors that were vetted by a broker-dealer. Vetted, I mean, read the definition of an accredited investor. Qualified, hey, is 25 to 50,000 a comfortable entry level. Is it risk capital? And mailed a private placement memorandum. That's a highly vetted, highly qualified, piece of paper. And I don't produce them. I go to some marketplace that's been around for years and years and years. I found out about this business when I bought leads from some guy in my parking lot, at the firm, and he'd make photostatic copies of lead sheets from another firm. They would call him. They said no. They were still valuable because someone called them up. They answered the phone, and these people gave up their information. The other lead I sell, the other lead list I sell, happens to be numismatic coin buyers. And, they're all buyers. So if the guy bought a Morgan silver dollar, or the guy bought a silver eagle, or he bought a St. Gordon's high relief coin, that's what I bring to the table. So when I tell you that I sell accredited investors or numismatic coin buyers, that's the only two products I sell. Accredited investors, prospects and clients, 50 cents for the prospects, $5 for the clients. The numismatic coin buyers, sometimes $1, but for the most part, 50 cents. If you buy 10,000 on either one of them, we drop down to 40 cents. So, I mean, it's a really, really good price when you think about it. If you were to go out and build a website or do some opt-in or do some TV or radio, believe me, it'd be 20, 30, 40 times as high. Lead lists are often used by sales and marketing professionals to identify potential customers, generate new business. I agree. By using lead lists, businesses can target their market efforts more effectively and increase their chance of generating leads by closing sales. Here are several types of leads. Purchase lists. These are lists that business can purchase from third-party providers, us. These lists can be targeted to a specific industry or demographics. Forget it, no demographics. And industries, forget that also. The only leads we sell at salesleads.tv are accredited investors and numismatic coin buyers. Why? Accredited investors, sophisticated, million net worth, smart. I'm hoping the guy does due diligence, and I'm hoping the guy's smart enough to check somebody out before he spends any money. I like to protect the people whose names I'm selling, Numismatic coin buyers, because they get a tangible, because they're going to get a coin. And the worst possible scenario, if gold is sitting at 2,000 and they charge them 3,000 because it was an MS-70 and they thought it was worth an extra $1,000, if you go to a pawn shop or you go to a precious metals dealer, and slap that coin on the scale, whatever spot price that is, plus or minus a few points, you're going to get that price. It's a tangible, something in your hand. So to me, both of those sides of the investment, number one, if you got $1 million net worth, not including your home, and you're putting 25 or 50,000, it's not going to crush you. It's not going to take food off your table, and it's not going to have anything to do with your kids' college education. On the other side, the tangible, you may take a loss because maybe the coin was marked up too high or whatever, but you're always going to have that value, the weight of what that precious metal is. We're on the same page. Self-generated lists. These are lead lists that business generate themselves, either through networking, referral, or marketing efforts. Self-generating lists can be more targeted and more likely to result in quality leads. So, self-generated leads would be maybe putting together a dinner, like you get those, Morton dinners, and they want to go ahead and show you how to handle your portfolio, and people call me up and say, hey, John, we're doing this thing in Orlando. How many guys can you give us in Orlando area? Are they accredited? They call their guys up 30 days before. They get 100 people, and then they forget to RSVP them, and then nobody shows up. So if you ever do something like that, there's a trick to it. You have to call them and RSVP them. I don't know how many people you'd have show up to one of your seminars, but you know what? If 5 or 10 people show up, that's a good thing. It really is. And the dangerous thing about this particular scenario is the plate lickers. They'd see Morton Steakhouse, and yeah, I'll show up. They're going to listen, but not going to do nothing but eat your food. So, social media lists. These are lead lists generated through social media platforms such as LinkedIn, Twitter. These lists can be targeted based on specific interests and demographics and can be a useful way to generate new leads in a more informal setting. I don't think that works for us. I've not seen any kind of... LinkedIn works. LinkedIn has been pretty good. But I've not seen Facebook be a real effective way of marketing, for investments. Maybe coins, but absolutely not accredited investors. Website visitors lists. These are lead lists generated from website visitors who have provided their contact information through a form or opt-in mechanism. These lists can be a useful way to target potential customers who have already expressed interest in the business. I agree with that opt-in, but when you buy from me, it's already in the works, because the original guy that I bought the lead from, that they vetted and they went ahead and qualified for the money, made sure it was risk capital, and mailed out a private placement memorandum, came from that source. It's that's where they come from. So instead of paying $30, $40 for a lead like that, you're paying 50 cents a lead for that from something that I'm giving you. While lead lists can be useful tool for generating new business, it's important to use some ethical responsibility, blah, 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 blah. In addition, businesses should ensure they're targeting the right audience and their lead list, more gibberish. There are several different tools and platforms available to help business manage their leads, track their marketing efforts. These tools can provide valuable insight. Conclusion, lead list is a collection of contact information for potential customers. Agreed, agreed, agreed. Lead lists can be useful for generating new business, but should be used ethically and responsibly. So let's talk about ethically and responsibly. I don't know what your deal is, and I'm hoping that you guys are on the up and up, but you got the do not call, the Federal Trade Commission do not call. That's really important. If you have a SAN number, we are service providers. We'll scrub the list for you. If you don't have a SAN number, we'll get one for you. You'll pay the $65 per area code. First 5 area codes are free. If you don't have a SAN number, you'll sign my indemnity. I don't have a SAN number, and I will not scrub anybody's list that doesn't have a SAN. I haven't done that since the inception of the do not call. I won't do it. We can't have, when that law first came out, we bought a SAN number. I've never seen the government react so quickly. Within 24 hours, I used my American Express. I think at that time it was $7,500. We saw this law come out. We said, wow, we got to get a SAN number. We spent the $7,500, and within 24 hours, that money was back in my American Express account. And they let me know clearly, no, you can't have a SAN number. You can only use the SAN number of your customers. And little by little, in the last 3, 4, 5 years, boy, just nobody wants to have anything to do with SAN numbers. And, quite frankly, that's not my job. My job is to go ahead and sell the leads, not promote, the do not call. Although in every chance I get, I tell these people they should have a SAN number. Also, I will not sell you Pennsylvania, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Hawaii, Alabama, and California. Over-regulated states, not doing it. And I have 1.4 million professional litigators that I've accumulated over the last 32 years. Troublemakers, people call up, John, get this guy off your list. He's a real blah, 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 blah. Stroker, troublemaker, you know, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. 600,000 of those 1.4 million came from court records. So these guys actually went ahead and sued somebody for the do not call. Those guys are like the worst. They're blackmailers. They don't call the FTC. They blackmail you. Hey, if you don't give me $8,000, I'll call the FTC. A lot of information. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. John Fisher at salesleads.tv, 561-239-0364. Have a beautiful day, and God bless, and thank you for your time, guys.